I was the black man back in the 60s that came from the north and went to the south. That was, see, when I got on the Trailway bus to go to Fayetteville, North Carolina, there was no sitting in the back or nothing that till we got, I think, to the Virginia line and we had to switch buses. They told us to go in the back. But I didn't think about it as racial. I just thought I was supposed to sit in the back. But when I got to Fayetteville, when we got off the bus, I didn't pay much attention to what was going on about a place for black and for white. When I got off the bus, remember, I was in full uniform. I was a paratrooper. So, you know, I was a badass. You couldn't tell me nothing. So the only thing I wanted when we got off the bus, I wanted something cold to drink. So there was a bar called the Silver Dollar, and I remember it well. And I went in there, said, can I have a Coca-Cola? A Coke, I probably just said Coke. And the guy very nicely said, they don't serve niggas. And I just looked at him and I realized where I was at. And I wasn't angry at him, because I realized they don't serve niggas. My name's Frank Frazier. I'm a black artist. I'm from New York. I was born in Harlem. My daddy hit the number and we moved to Queens. And then later on in life, I ended up here in Dallas, Texas.
What was life like growing up in New York?
That's a question hard to answer. See, where I came from, it may have been racist, but I didn't see it. Well, my daddy hit the number and we moved to Queens. We got a Chevrolet and a house, and I had my own bedroom and my own window and my own closet. So nothing was racist. I had a couple of white friends, but also I realized the neighborhood that I was living in was getting more black. But I didn't know because I just thought black folks was moving there. And then one day I realized, by then I'm in the military, that, you know, there is a racist problem. I can talk about Vietnam. And it gets so emotional sometimes, because I did see the saddest thing about Vietnam that bothers me today, to this very moment. There was a young man in my squad. I don't remember his name, but I know he was from Staten Island. When he got hit by friendly fire, do y'all know what that is? Friendly fire is in a war zone, you in the middle. Your platoon is over here firing, there's another platoon over here firing. Well, they firing at each other. They supposed to be firing at the middle, but that's going to us. And anyway, he got hit by friendly fire. And as they took him up in the helicopter, his body flipped over and he died of a heart attack. And we lied to his parents and said he was killed by enemies, but it was friendly fire. And today, I still want to go tell that parent that ain't how your son died. But then I thought about it, watching movies and all. That's not going to make them happy, but it sure don't make me feel good. Okay, ask me some more questions. You got me a little emotional on that one.
Of course, you're an artist. That's why I'm here. How did you get into art when you were a kid?
Well, when I was going to elementary school, all I remember in elementary school, there was a little plastic sheet, and they'd asked me, Frank, they called me Frankie, they'd asked me to draw pictures on it, and they would take those pictures and do them on the screen in the auditorium. So when I went to junior high school, they asked me to do the same thing, But there was one thing I realized at junior high school. They put me in a class with Mr. Reggie Pearman, and I was real proud of him because he was a track star. But what I found out was in that class, there were some kids running around like this, and they were retarded. And that's what class they put me in. So I guess they must have thought I was retarded too. But anyway, I did that. Matter of fact, I was in like maybe 14 years old, and I did this here. And what it was, I just did the man back then. It was supposed to be Benjamin Franklin. He was my hero because he was the only person I saw in the school book that had some black people with him. I thought those somebody take this. I thought those black people were his friends. I found out later on as I read, he was my hero. But as I got older, I found out those black people that were helping them in the print. Benjamin Franklin was also a printmaker. A lot of folks didn't know that he was a printmaker, and he did newspapers. And the newspaper he did was about slaves. But I thought the two black guys that were with him, they were printmakers with him, but they were his slaves. So that's why when I redid the piece a couple of years ago, This Ain't My Damn Hero is the title of it. Because he wasn't my hero anymore. If you looked at the top of the head, they had cotton in it. Because he was all part of that. He did the stuff about selling cotton and all that too.
So how did you leave New York and how did you get to Dallas?
Very good story. I was married. I hate to call her my first wife. That's what she was. I was married to the woman that I fell in love with as a young man. And when I came back from Vietnam, life had changed. So eventually we ended up separating. I just hate the word divorce, sounds so negative. And it bothered me. I cried for a month after because I became one of those statistics, in the black life and all. But anyway, when I met my wife that I'm with now, who really takes good care of me, she upstairs working too, because she works with Delta Airlines and all that, and I leave her alone because she ain't no punk either. We had decided that we wanted to move someplace where it was warm. So I sent out a job application to Dallas, Texas, and Oklahoma. I had no idea where Oklahoma was at all. I mean, Oklahoma City, I had no idea where it was. And I really didn't know much about Dallas. But they had offered a job at the museum. So I came in for that job, and I got the job. But then when I went back home and brought the family back, her and a child, start the job. They didn't give me the job because back then, if you certain jobs with the city of Dallas, they wanted you to live in the city. I didn't live in the city. I lived in Mesquite, but I thought I was part of Dallas, and it wasn't. So I ended up working for. Oh, that was terrible. I ended up working for the city of Dallas. I had a family to take care, and I'm trying to do my art to take care of family. It's difficult. I've had I've had some of the most wonderful experiences in the life, and you know who was in this house? Bishop Tutu's daughter.
Really?
You know who Bishop Tutu was?
When was she here?
She slept. Was she in this house or the other house? Damn, I'm old. She was in this house. She was in this house. I've had an interesting life. I'll tell you one thing you'll enjoy. I was working for a law firm called Rosamund Kate and Co. I'm probably saying it wrong, all Jews. But one day, the reception woman name was Susan, pretty white woman, and they called me Frankie. And one day she said to me, Frankie, go open the door. That man coming through here gonna be the next president. Now back then I'm 18 years. What the hell is this woman talking about? But anyway, I opened the door, and this man walks through, young white boy. And guess who it was?
Who?
It was John F. Kennedy. But at that time in my life, I didn't realize what was doing. Every day on the elevator, I used to see a man named Mitch Miller. Y'all don't know who that is either. 'Cause I used to see Harriet Truman once a week on the elevator, but not knowing what to do with was as I didn't know what to do with it. All I knew was this man used to be the president. Mitch Miller was a music director. Your parents, your grandparents would know who he was. There was a little ball on TV that used to jump around and you sing with it. That was Mitch Miller. But sometimes you don't know what's passing through your life. I've been blessed. I used to do classes at Howard University. Remember, this nigga didn't finish. I didn't finish junior high school. I'm in Howard University teaching art. Howard University.
How did that happen?
I don't know. They asked me to do some classes, and I said okay.
When were you there?
By then I was living here, living in Texas. When the divorce happened, I moved to Springfield, Massachusetts, and there I was working in a museum as an assistant curator. I ain't know shit about curating, but I managed, and I was the assistant curator, and then we moved to Texas, and I really wanted the job bad at the museum. And see, what a lot of y'all don't know is the museum downtown. You know where that used to be at?
Where?
Fair Park. They left Fair Park and moved to where all the white people are. The museum, all of the museums were in Fair Park, all of them. Y'all didn't know that, did you? If you drive through Fair Park real slow, you'll see an old building that's called the Dallas Museum. You'll also see another building that's called the Natural Museum. All of them, they just left. And that's why I don't go to the museum. Because I felt like every time we get something interesting or strong in the black community, we leave. That's why I stay here in this house. Because this is a black community. And I get all kind of people coming by. Can I get $5, $10? And I give it to them. Because we got to let them know that the power is within us. See, now you got me preaching.
Well, that's why I'm here. How did you become a professional artist? How did you get to a place where you can live off of your art?
When I came home from Vietnam, I bought a house in Roosevelt, Long Island. I remember it well. Somebody told me there was a little art show in a park called Eisenhower. And I went there with my artwork, laid it on the ground, didn't know about frames and all. I put rocks on it so it wouldn't blow away. And these two black guys came and said, "We want to take you under our arm." And then it started from there. And I've been blessed. And in the beginning, it was about making money. But then one day, this is one story. I had a series called Rapping in the Ghetto. It was a black man struggling to get to the top. And this white guy bought the piece. And he walked over there, he threw it on the ground, and jumped up and down on it. I started with his ass. But what am I with his ass for? He paid for it. Well, again, I understand people have a right to express it the way they wanted to. And I realized that I was that powerful enough to make that man that angry. But that ain't the end. When I did a show in, damn, I'm old, in somewhere here in Texas, after Obama got elected, these a group of white artists, Cottonwood. I was on a show called Cottonwood. These bunch of the white artists came up to me and said to me, why are you an angry man? I said, what am I angry about? They said, all this artwork, y'all got a black president now. And then I realized that my work was saying something. And also I realized that I wasn't paying for white folks anymore. I was paying for my people. And that's when I stopped doing white shows. When I don't do any white shows. Um, the only white show, I guess you probably could say it's a white show, but I don't think it is the Congo Square show. I do it because it's Congo Square. But it's so much better that I can make money from my people. And I got some people on the way here right now to buy some artwork because I knew you were coming. And it's the thrill of it. It's not just the money. It's the thrill. I'm painting stuff about the civil rights movement. The last piece I did was nobody really paid a lot of attention to the True Polish series. But if you look at it real good, it got Rustin in it. Do you know what that is?
Rustin?
Yeah.
Out like the organizer Bayon Rustin?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It got him in it. But the piece is called Unsung. Not that I'm trying to support the gay liberation movement and all, but I understand where he was coming from as a human being. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm trying to, it's called Unsung. See, I got people like Ralph Abernathy. Do you know what that is? Do y'all know? I didn't think they did. I got him in it. I got Steve Biko. Wow. You know what that is? And see, I went to where Steve Biko was killed at. And see, all I'm trying to do is express stuff that I know. Nat Turner, I got in it.
You were very pro-black.
I got a couple white friends.
What makes you so pro-black? Why are you so pro-black?
Because, you know what shows I love? The two shows I loved on TV? What? The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons and Archie Bunker. Because what they were saying is how I felt on Archie Bunker. It was just the opposite, you know. I'm proud to be black. When I see the black guy out there at 7-Eleven, I ain't knocking him. Shit, I give him $5. I've given him $20. Because he wouldn't be out there if he didn't have to be out there. And if he was hustling that good, then I'm all right. See, like the guy that gives the art shows, he charges a lot of money for the art shows. And a lot of the artists bitch about how much he charged. But I say, see, I've been out there when there wasn't nobody doing the art show but me. So I'm not knocking them. It's a whole nother world. Man, I mean, I don't know if people pay attention what's in this goddamn house here. That right there is a good example.
Right there a little bit.
Right. Well, see, a lot of folks don't really know. See those silver pieces there?
Yes.
That's done by an artist named Greg Ridley, who was really my mentor. He died a couple of years ago. But I mean, like, you know what gets me when people come in my house and they say, man, it's like a goddamn museum. I mean, look at the shit that's hanging around here. Here. Sometimes, I don't know. See, look at that box sitting and everything. Pick that box up.
Is this a Mykelti board?
Huh?
Is this a Mykelti board?
What you call it?
The Mykelti board, the game.
Yeah. It's one of the first ones. You know how you can tell the shit is real in here? Shit is still dusty. You know? You know what this is, brother?
No, sir.
She know.
It's a game.
Okay.
It's a game. See?
Okay.
A whole game. And this is one of the first ones we bought. And a lot of this shit I buy to let folks know we are who we are. And we gotta be extra proud. Now see, like the awards and stuff, I ain't that crazy about them. They all right.
You have a lot of awards.
Huh?
You have a lot of awards.
No, all the real ones are upstairs. Now that you're interviewing, Y'all just this ain't planned. See that on the couch there? Bring that here. That's wrapped up. And this wasn't planned. Now watch this. Okay, come over here. Lay it here on the floor. Watch this.
I'm not gonna wear it like that.
Oh, open it up.
Oh.
Yeah, open it. Give me the first one. And see this here? You know how old this is?
How old is it?
1972. How old is that?
Oh, it's older than me.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Huh?
50 years. 50 years.
Okay, now pull that one up. That one ain't old. Put that aside. Pull the next one up. Now, I know you're gonna say something smart about this one. Turn around where she can see it good. You don't even think that's mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it's yours.
That was done in probably 1961, 62. That's how old that is. And that came out of my retrospect.
Rapping in the ghetto.
No, well, so they got that's rapping in the ghetto, that one.
This one right here.
Right. Right. That's rapping. And see what this is? No, it goes this way. It goes this way. And this is again about, it was a struggle about the black man trying to get to the top. When this was done in 1962, the whole that's old. And if you look at it real good, you'll start seeing faces and everything in there. You got to look hard to see them. Like I said, I've been blessed. See, here's one of the issues I had. I ain't got no college degree at all. And I went to Hartford University, but I only went there to learn about art. And that's the only college I went to. But when you meet these other brothers and sisters out there, you know, because I don't have no college degree, a lot of them didn't want to deal with me. I know that. I've been in the best, I've been in homes, I've been in the best homes in the world. Well, I got a couple of people in this city here that own some of my artwork, but they won't invite me to their house. Because it's like a nigger coming to their house. And I'm not afraid to be a nigger sometimes. Because sometimes we are niggers. And I'm all right with it, you know. I mean, it's the truth.
It is true.
You know, the truth. You know, I still do. My wife is probably more bougie than me. She don't think she is. She's from Springfield, Massachusetts. They all talk like white people. And I'll say that if she was standing here, she hit me in the head, but I still say it. Sister, I am blessed. Look where I live. You know, that old BMW out there, that's a toy. I just got it, black man working. That's why I got it with the initial. That's how I look at it.
What was Dallas like when you got here?
Oh, no. You listen to me. When I moved here, I moved to Mesquite. And I thought I was in Dallas. There was a lot of, I remember real well, back then I used to do exercise, run around, run. And I was running down the street one day, and these white boys went past in a truck and called me a nigger. And, well, you know, they said it as, and I tried to run after them. Then I thought about it. Well, if I get there and get them, what I'm going to do is 5 of them. What I'm going to do is get my ass whipped. So I left it alone. But the problem was I had my children here, and they had a rough time. And it was when we were in Mesquite, there were 2 black families. Ours and one more. And my wife, she ain't gonna admit it, 'cause she talked like a white girl. She got a job high with the city of Mesquite. They put her in the library. But guess what? They put her up front because she talked like a white girl. And my wife is one of the reasons I married her, because she can spell good. She'll say the sex was good too, but she can spell good. That was the biggest reason. She can spell good. I still call her up now and ask her. I even asked them, I'm bad at words, ain't I? I mess up people's names and all. I need somebody smarter than me. I've been blessed. When he started talking about where he's at, the South Lamar, I don't know if he know the whole history. It used to be Sears and Roebuck. We used to go there. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there used to be Sears and Roebuck warehouse. But when the white boy from Canada that came here, white boy from Canada bought it. We had talked to him because there was a theater over there too, but we didn't have that kind of money. So there's a lot of history in that building now from black folks. And it became a very safe area because the police headquarters is across the street. So it makes it a whole lot safe.
So I want to know a little bit about the galleries that you had, because I heard that you had 3 different galleries.
I had a lot of galleries. Well, we had a gallery, and first my first gallery was in New York, in Roosevelt, New York. It's called the Art Workshop and Gallery. And why I got those art workshop and gallery museums, that way I can get money for art, theater, and everything. But anyway, I came to Texas. When we were first here, the first gallery I had was in, I don't know, y'all call it some old, what y'all call it? Uptown and all of that.
Oh, Uptown. What year was this?
Judy! She's working too. I'll say 1978. 1978.
Okay.
We had a gallery there, and the lady offered to sell the building to me and the other brother for $1 million. Back then, that sounded like the whole world. And she was serious, and we didn't do it. You been there now, that area?
Yep.
We were at Thomason Hall. That's
Thomason Hall.
That's where the gallery was.
Uh-huh.
Well, for women, that's how we met Vicky and them, the Nances. That's where we first met them. And then we left there. Then I had a gallery in the Bishop Arts District. Matter of fact, the gallery we had was on Bishop Street, where everything is. We were really there at the wrong time. And back then the rent was $600 a month. You know how much it is over there now?
It's gonna be at least $2,000 minimum.
I take it was $2,000 over there now. Starts out at $2,800 for a place about big as this room. $2,800. We tried. First we had a total of 3 galleries there. Then we left and we ended up in Wynwood. In Wynwood, black folks, I'm not gonna say we wasn't ready for a gallery. We wasn't ready for high-end art. But we stayed there for about 3 years. And it got to the point where it was messing with my family. I had my son there and my wife, and everybody wanted to be the goddamn boss. So eventually we just shut it down. I thought about opening up a gallery again, but at 80 years old, it's a headache.
Did you know about the other galleries at the time? Stephanie Ward, Ann Taylor.
Oh, I used to be with Stephanie. Stephanie came way after us. Oh,
Okay.
you know my friend Stephanie?
I got to interview her too. Yeah.
Her last gallery was in Plano.
Mm-hmm.
Good sister. Yes, me and Stephanie go way back.
What did you know about her gallery?
It was okay. I did business with her. First she had one Greenville. And then she had one, what y'all call it area? Deep Ellum. She had 2 of them in Deep Ellum. 2 different places. Then she left there and went to Plano. And I did something in all the shows. Yeah. I didn't know you knew Steph. So we go way back.
Yeah, I was trying to find out because what I'm trying to do is learn about all of the people who paved the way for artists today in Dallas.
Oh, thank you.
And so I know that you're considered one of the Godfathers. And so I wanted to ask you too, because you've helped a lot of people.
I still do.
You've helped a lot of people. Like,
I still.
what makes you so supportive? What makes you be the person who says I'm gonna help all of these people?
Here's why I help people. I'm not going to give the name. I went to a very, very famous artist when I considered myself a young man, and I asked for help. And I remember very well what he said to me, "We'll get back to you." And he never got back to me, but later on, during that period of time, he came to me, or his people came to me, and they needed to do a show in the gallery that I had in Roosevelt. And I did it. And I made a promise to myself that I'd always be there to help black artists, even the ones I don't like.
Who are some of the people you helped here in Dallas?
There's too many to name.
Oh, I know.
One of the highlights is Avita Tizano. And she'll tell you she's with Frank. You know, she's big time now. When you talk about money, she make way more money than me. But money ain't that important. Matter of fact, I talked to her yesterday. You know, she checks her. I helped her. I've worked with all of them. I even did a little stuff with Nathan Jones. I took Othello back out of the city.
Tell me about how you met Othello and what you know about Othello.
When I came here, I wanted a gallery, and I found Othello's gallery, which is around the corner. And I did a show there, and actually somebody bought a piece of artwork from me, and they never told me who. And then one day, Othello was having a party at his house, and I went to his house, and there was that piece of artwork. His wife bought it. Me and her don't see eye and eye because I was taking Othello to things she wanted to keep control of him. You know, they had a daycare center. Mm-hmm. And I remember it well. We was at the daycare center, and I was talking to Othello. She came out and said, "Othello, you got to tell Mr. Frazier it's time for you to go back to work." I look at this woman, and he had to go back to work. So then I took Othello to matter of fact, I took him to New York one time, and I remember it well. We went to, did a house show at Paula Walker. You don't know who that is, do you? You need to write that one. Paula Walker is a journalist, big time. She used to be vice president of NBC. We did a house show there, and this man came and bought one of Othello's work. So Othello said, "You got to call my wife, let her know," because he was paying for it by a check. And Mrs. Beck didn't want to take the check. Back then, the check was probably about $2,500. It was the bishop of the city of New York, the bishop. And I said, "The check is okay." So she let it go. Then I took him to California. Oh, I took him all through Ohio. I took him to a lady's house at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she bought a piece of his work. And I still do. Well, I don't do it like I used to. But I've had Othello, I got her. I got a lot of young artists now. But young is not always about age. Young is about young into the business of art. And during the time, I have to figure out which ones are really serious and committed. And sometimes it's difficult for them to be committed because they need to take care of themselves. So sometimes what I want, they can't do. But I'm going to hang with them until I get tired of them. When I get tired of them, you kick them to the side and go on to the next. I mean, you know, sometimes you find out you're wasting your energy and their energy. And at 80 years old, I don't need to waste my energy. And see, Some of these artists will tell you, when they go on the road with me, and I pay for a whole lot of shit. And the reason I pay for it, I know they really ain't got the money and they trying to get to the next step. Well, shit, what's wrong? Let me go ahead and pay for it and be done with it. Yeah, I talk about it because I can. And it's also to remind you, the reason I talk about it is to remind you so you know what I'm doing, so one day in your life you do the same thing for some other artists. And I enjoy it. And when they make it big, like Avita did well. Who else really did well? So they all of them gone. I'm looking around here, they all gone. I talked to Paul Goodnight the other night, but y'all don't know who that is. They're all doing fine. Emmanuel used to be with me.
Oh, tell me about that.
Emmanuel used to work for me.
Where did he work for you?
A long time ago.
Like in one of your galleries?
Emmanuel used to go on the road with me.
Oh.
He was a good one. I took Emmanuel was good enough. I took Emmanuel to Africa. Emmanuel used to live next door.
I didn't know that.
And the reason I got him next door, so that way I could use him more to help me. But then he started falling in love. That was before he had the wife he got now. Well, she okay. But yeah, Emmanuel, I took Emmanuel. Emmanuel used to go everywhere with me.
Oh, wow.
You know, Emmanuel go way back. Who else? I took Jennifer around, her, Tara. I mean, there's so many of them. I do it now because I love it. It's what I do. See out of my house to paint it and get ready to paint some more figures on it. Because I can. Come on, get some more questions. You're doing good. And by the way, in case you don't know, I've done interviews with the New York Times, Newsday. You probably never heard of Newsday.
What's Newsday?
Newsday is a paper in New York City that's big. Long Island Press, Amsterdam News. You ever heard of that one?
I've heard of Amsterdam News, yeah.
And I've been with NAACP forever. And that's the important one. Am I still on?
You still on?
NAACP is very important to me. But what a lot of folks don't realize, the NAACP is really not a black organization.
It's not.
At all. A lot of folks don't know that. That's why I was big on CORE, because CORE was black. And NAACP, people still today don't know it. It's not a black organization, but I stay with them because they're the only voice we have now. I can't think of any of them. I was never a Black Panther, but I was always supportive of them. So you have to realize, when a lot of that stuff was going on, the movement, I was in the military. Matter of fact, when a lot of it was going on, I was in Vietnam. I mean, there. When Dr. King got killed, what year did he get killed in?
68.
I was in Vietnam.
Mm.
If I wasn't in Vietnam, I was coming home from Vietnam. So a lot of stuff we didn't even know about. You know, my life I've been blessed. My bucket list, I don't really have a bucket list anymore. The only thing I want to see is my family happy. And that's not so much material, but I ain't gonna say material don't help.
Right.
You know, I want all my children to have cars where the radio works, where the air conditioning, to be comfortable,
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of artists feel like they have to leave Dallas to become successful. So, for example, I know with Avita, she was here in Dallas for 30 years, but when she finally signed with a California gallery, she blew up. And I know that happened with another artist named Abby Salami, where she's
Yeah.
been in Dallas. She went to New
Oh,
York.
and Salami with me too.
Really?
Yeah. So that's my buddy. I talked to her a couple of days ago. I took her around too
Huh.
for a
You
minute.
really did.
Yeah.
Work with everybody. I know you didn't say that, but it seems like it's a pattern. Like, it's
Well,
hard to break through in Dallas.
There's probably some truth there. You got to be you got to be serious about this art movement. And you got to have a little bit of money behind you. I mean, art supplies cost money. Matter of fact, I'm hoping he came by before you left. Because he was really, Albert Short. Have you met him yet?
I have not.
Oh, he'll get on your nerves, but he's good. It costs money to be an artist. I think Dallas is one of the better places for black artists than they think. We got the South Dallas Cultural Center, we got the African American Museum, we got the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, and we got the Black Dance Company. So we got black things here. You go, and the good thing about it, most of them are controlled by us. You go to these other cities, we don't control them. Our African American Museum, in my opinion, falls in the top 10. I say Dr. Robinson Museum, I say it's at least number 4 or 5. The top one is Detroit. Can't touch it. The second top one is Harlem Studio Museum. I don't count the one in D.C. because that belongs to the nation, to everybody. And I've been to that, and it's overrated, but it's okay. And I got some work in there.
Oh, you do?
I got some work in the card shop and the gift shop.
You have work in a lot of places.
I got it.
Yeah, who are some of the collectors that you know of?
You,
Well, yeah, me.
you.
Me. Who
That's
else do
more
you know?
important. People, you want the people with big names. See, most of the people that have big names in my work are politicians, like the one out of Houston. Well, actually, what's her name had my work too? The one that just died. Yeah, but that's another story. Eddie Murphy, Chuck D. My biggest sale in art was to Mykelti Williamson. Well, you probably don't know who that is. Well, when I tell you who he played, you'll know. He played Bubba in Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And I still, well, I haven't talked to him in the last 2 years. He was one of he bought a piece of work the same day that I sat down with Bishop Tutu. He bought 2 pieces of work. My best sales are people like you, the everyday people, and I got a lot of them. What's the show now? Oh, my grandson told me the other day they saw my work on Martin again. I have work on some of the shows. A couple of movies. The last movie I had work on is, and he probably don't even know my work was Denzel Washington movie, the one he done about the soldier. I had 3 pieces in there. And that came from the gallery you talked to today, Godfather. They went there to buy the work. I'm more interested in the people like you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Because there's more of them, there's more of y'all than movie stars.
That's true.
A whole lot more. So, I'm blessed.
Do you know, so as far as like black galleries in Dallas, do you know who the first black owned gallery was here?
Othello Beck. It was Othello Beck and what's the other brother's name? Nathan Jones.
They were together?
Yeah, they had a gallery together. They had it in Fair Park.
And where, so I know the African American Museum wasn't always.
No, they came from Bishop College.
So what's that story?
Dr. Robinson started it in the basement of the library at Bishop College. And it wasn't called the African American, it was the black culture of life or something. I saw it the other day. And that's why I did my first show, is when Dr. Robinson was over there. Then he moved to Fair Park. See, now while you got me here, you should take advantage and talk to one of these young artists that work with me. Come on back, young lady, come on. Now this is serious, come on. Sit down and, sit down over there and talk to her about her relationship with me as an artist. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna get her. she wants to be dressed for that, but I can
Dress, she is dressed.
She want to be dressed.
Well, no, don't. You have to be like you are.
It's a lady thing. We want to be put together when we gonna be on camera now.
Well, I should the same shirt I had on yesterday. What I hear? I took a shower. I only put these pants on because
I like that piece.
I put this on for you.
Yeah, I want that. I like that.
Do me a favor. Go in the room. Look. Somebody coming in.
I think that's the only one.
We're gonna look and see if we have another one here.
Yeah, if you have it, I'll take it.
I know you will. I've been blessed. I look around this room and, see that work over there in the corner? You know what that is?
The black and red?
Yeah. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
That's the brother that used to do all the work for the Black Panthers.
Oh, I do know who that is. Wow.
You know where he had a show at?
Where?
Right here.
In your house?
Right here, right on the... Well, I'm gonna make you feel real good. Listen to me. Come here. Go in my room in there where I'm working at.
Okay.
Sit in the chair. Look on your left-hand side. Bring those pictures.
That's his phone.
You know who sat in... Let's see, which chair is it? That chair over there, you know who sat in that chair? Gordon Parks.
Really?
Right over there.
Oh my God.
For 4 hours. Gordon Parks.
What was he doing here?
Come to see me. Gordon Parks sat right over there. You ever heard of Annie Lee, the artist?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, she sat out there. But Gordon Parks sat right over there.
That's amazing.
He'd have fell in love with you. He liked young women.
Oh, really?
There wasn't no question about it. You know about Ebony, right?
I do. It was one of my favorite magazines.
That was old Ebony. But
Yes, I remember when I went downstairs, I saw you had a whole bunch of magazines down there.
were they down there today?
I'm sure I haven't gone down today.
Matter of fact, I was in his house.
Who is that?
Come in. Oh, good is who I want. Good, you just got blessed. Come on in.
Frank,
Come on in.
where are you?
Right here. Well, we waiting for you.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Waiting for you.
Why you waiting for me?
Because you are the real Godfather.
How you doing? Hi.
You activate my cough, man. Come on.
Frank Frazier.
Hi.
How you?
Hey, you are the guru.
No, that's the real. He know all of it.
Guru. Jan, can I walk in?
Yeah, come
I
on
don't want to mess with the set. Since I'm dealing with a star here.
I'm just another person. Hey, young lady, you should go visit her while you're there.
Frank, you said somebody come out to look at
The
us.
Stella Jones Gallery. This is
In New Orleans.
let me take a picture of this.
No, that's yours to keep.
Oh, I can keep it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she good.
I do not actually, but I can give you my info.
She's the one that did all Othello's thing. She was the one that did all the filming and stuff.
Oh, who is that, man? I like that.
Who?
That piece there.
That Ruby? Man, that's been here for,
That's been here a long time? You know, I have one of your
Do me a
I have
favor.
two of your books. What?
go look on the side and bring those pictures.
Side of what?
In my, where I'm working at in there. You'll recognize the pictures.
Me downstairs?
No, inside.
That's my cousin that has some of your work, that you know that's the doctor.
I've seen her before.
That's my cousin.
She don't know who Jean Lacey is.
She doesn't. But stay out of that conversation.
This is my house.
When can I have an interview with you?
Right now, you got them here. You got them here.
That's what I was
But
saying.
I'm not prepared. I gotta have stuff in front of me so that I can give you.
No, see, that ain't the way.
He
Hey,
probably has 15 pieces there. Who's that? You and Richard Hunt?
right.
Oh, that's nice.
Most folks don't know who that is.
So, given how long you've been here, from the beginning of the time that you moved to Dallas to present day, what are some of the advancements, the things that you see change and get better
Here
here in Dallas?
or in the country.
In Dallas.
Wonderful changes. I got off, for me, I met artists like, well, one of the people that met and impressed me is actually one of Albert's friends, Philip Collins. I met a black curator. In New York, when I was there was not a lot of black curators. But one of the things that you have to remember about Dallas is, no matter what other people have, we have one of the nicest looking black museums in the country. A lot of the other museums are old churches or old buildings made into some kind of museum. We actually have one. We may not have the best looking one in the country, but we got one. And it's got our name up there, the African American Museum. When they found it, took a long time for them to put it up there. Because before that, it was something else. Plus, right now, we can talk about Dallas all we want, but we got 4 or 5 black galleries here. We may not like some of them, but we got them. We got galleries in Plano now. And here's another thing we got that they didn't have when I first came here. They got some nice black restaurants. See, I remember when I first came here, there was only one black restaurant that was popular in South Dallas. It was a lady's name. And they were in
Clary's Kitchen.
Yeah, and they were in Ebony magazine.
Clary's Kitchen.
Yeah, Clary's Kitchen. They were in Ebony magazine. Okay? And as quiet as it kept, one of the biggest black hamburger places is up the street.
Which one?
Winfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then there's a show that comes on TV about restaurants. That restaurant's in it.
He put about a half-pound of beef on the grill every
Oh,
time
yeah.
we sell it.
It's up the street.
Yeah, it's right up that place.
And then whether you face it or not, then we got Sankofa. Sankofa, they may question about the price,
Yeah.
but it's black owned.
Right.
And it's been there for a while.
See, I went to school with his daddy when I was in high school.
And then
The guy who owns Sankofa.
and let's face it,
As a matter of
if
fact,
you're into Jesus, we got some big black Mecca churches here. There's a brother here named what's his name? He has some of the biggest art collections here in the city. And he owns 14 Kentucky Fried Chickens. Curtis Ransom.
Curtis Ransom.
Been here a long time.
Yeah.
And what they also don't know about Curtis Ransom is that chicken place on Camp Wisdom
Hampton.
on Hampton
Yeah.
is his.
He
You know,
sold that.
Yeah, he sold that.
Mhm.
Plus, one of the biggest,
About 2 weeks.
one stop, Albert, because he's taping. One of the biggest roofing companies is Brothers Roofing, was owned by brothers. Plus, there's a street in Dallas that a lot of folks don't know about called McShane Street. You know about that, Albert? No.
The
Took
Forest,
too long.
McShane.
McShane Street is up in North Dallas. It's the only street in North Dallas where they will only allow to have black families, and the families, most of them were doctors or lawyers or school teachers, and it's still there now. It's called McShane Street. If you want to do an interview there one day, go visit the Hollies. The Hollies was one of the first black families there. That's where Dr. Prince was from. You heard of Dr. Prince, right? Well, Dr. Prince did a whole history book on Dallas. So there's a lot of. I'm all right with Dallas. No, I'm not all right with Texas, because Texas is a Republican state, whatever you want to look at it. But what a lot of folks don't know, a lot of the black people that are in Texas are Republicans, including the brother that used to own the hair product, Republican. The Coma Control, Republican, strong one. The brother that owned the tuxedo shop was a Republican. That's the way it is.
Oh, that's my homeboy.
He died.
So I am 39 years old this year. What would you say that people my age or younger in the arts community need to know, or lessons that
They need to pay attention to the history that's here already. We talk a lot about the black art world here. They forget people like Henry Howard. They forget people like Nathan Jones. And actually, they really forget people like Othello Beck. You only hear his name through us artists. We need to let them other people know that we exist. See, one of the arguments about the South Dallas Cultural Center, they wanted to name it the Othello Beck Center, but it got messed up because of politics. But we have to make sure and assure our children that they know that we exist. And I've always said that.
True.
That we exist. The reason I don't go to a lot of the white museums, and they getting better, because in the beginning they didn't have a lot of black shows. But now, see, here's the other thing, and I know there's going to be some arguments about it. When you go there now, they got the black shows, but it ain't part of me because it don't belong to the community. It belongs to them. So once again, they're controlling our destiny. And that's my whole thing about my life. I don't want white folks to be in control of my destiny. Like I already told, when I die, bury me at the black funeral parlor. I mean, let them make the money. Just like, because he brought it up, they were talking about the black dealers and the promoters of black shows. Well, I remember when there was nobody out there. So now we got some black dealers out there, black promoters, and everybody putting them down and everything. But remember, there was a time when there was none of them. And you have to understand, when it comes to the art world and people giving shows, the difference between the black and the white folks own the property where the shows are being done at. So they can charge less money and do better things. The black folks got to rent the property, buy it, or something. So that's why we have to charge more money. So I don't knock them. But remember, I remember when there was nobody out there. Like the Harlem Fine Arts Show, they all bitching about his price because he's $4,500 for all the booths. But if you go to Art Basel, which is a white show, I don't care how you try to classify it, their booths start at $6,500. When you ain't bitching about them, I'm done. Bless you. And one of the best questions you asked me, who was my collector? And here's the best way I can answer it showing off right now. I got two people sitting in right now. Who'd you buy a piece of artwork from? Who'd you buy a piece from?
Frank Frazier.
That y'all are the important collectors. We can talk about the movie stars. See, all the movie stars, they buy the art, but they come in few. Y'all come in all of them. The bus driver, the school teacher. That's who I'm looking for, 'cause they spread the word about me better. Albert came by one day and said, I was at somebody's house, I saw a piece of your artwork. I'm more impressed with that than he said he went to,
The guy who sent those brochures from New Orleans.
right, I mean, that's more important than me.
But
I'm dealing with the average, well now the average people, sometimes they can be doctors and lawyers too, but it ain't the movie stars that do it. But the movie stars, they help get your name out there, but I don't need it anymore. I'm all right. And see, you got me going now. In my life, I'm 80 years old now. Money ain't that important. You know what's important? That my pills get here on time, that I get to my doctor's appointment on time. That's the truth. That's what's really important.
This is the official last question. You talked about the importance of Judy,
Who?
your wife.
Oh, my wife is real important. My wife is not just my wife. She's my friend. She's my sex partner. She's my wife. She's my concierge. Did I say that word right? All of that, you know. She's there when I need her. She may bitch about something, but I'm all right with the bitches. See, one of the things, and other people know, my wife like it cold. I like it hot. So at night when we go to sleep, freezing my ass off. I can't wait till she get up in the morning and go to fucking work. So I turn the heat up. You know what I mean? But that's part of the deal. You know, we have to work together. And it's good to have somebody to come. I don't make the trips I used to make on the road, but it's good to know back then, and even still now, I got somebody to come home to. They care about me. Even they faking a little about. I don't give a goddamn. Keep faking it. You know? You know I'm talking about, Alvin. You know? I'm just telling the truth, you know. I don't drive my wife's car because it's her car. She don't drive my car because every time she drives my car. It's all part of the life of being a couple. And I'm all right with it.
tell it like it is, man.
No, I tell the truth. I said she hear me up there. You know, she went out. My wife went out and bought a bed because $2,000-$3,000. I still bitch about it, but she happy. You know,
That's all?
yeah, that's what I. You know, the bed move up and down. So I don't need all that. But I understand, you know, that's what they want. You know, Albert know what I'm talking about.
Mm.
We blessed.
So
Well, thank you.
Thank you, young. No, I'm more happy that a young black woman is doing this. I'm really proud of you. Thank you. And I mean that.